same problem was happening. I tried to do the little front camera, back camera. I wasn't even working out, man.
It's all good though. It's all good. I'm glad to have you on the show. First of all, what up, Jay? How you feeling, brother?
I can't complain at all, man. God is good
all the time. You know what I'm saying, my brother? Couple days from now, you'll be battling Geechi Gotti, main event at Traffic 6. If memory serves me right, last year you on Traffic, right?
Yep.
Back-to-back Traffic. Talk to me, brother.
Yeah, man. Last time I was out there, same city, man. I battled None. We had a great battle. It was a dope vibe, man. Being in Phoenix. That was my first time out there last year, and yeah, we was like right next to where the Suns play and shit. Like the crowd, it wasn't even that big of a crowd. It was like maybe like, I'm bad with guessing. Like, I'd say at most like 200 people, and still like it still felt like a lot of energy like being up there. So yeah, I'm definitely excited to go back.
Sir, you put a tweet out there. Gotti beats 3 rounds. That's 2 battle of the night contenders. He's a GOAT. So I can't promise a win, but I can guarantee you he'll be Cody if he beats these rounds. That is self-explanatory, sir, but I don't want to speak for you. Can you give me some more insight behind that, please?
Man, after how the culture like kind of like showed they support with the way my grandmother's funeral was and
all right, peace your grandma G. You hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Man, yeah, I appreciate that, man. It
yes,
definitely was like a heavy time, and I made a vow to myself that like if I take any battles from here on out, I'm not gonna play around anymore. So what that means is these battles that like I participate in now, they're not regular J anymore.
Madflex. We'll get into the Madflex battle in a little bit. Continue. Good.
Yeah, like that was. Yeah, we'll get into that.
We'll get into
that. That was a lot, man.
Yes, sir. We'll talk about that in a minute. I love that battle. Go ahead, though.
Yeah, like so. I've just kind of tapped into like this bag that I should have been in. You know what I mean? Like
absolutely.
Like it just, I don't know. I guess I just needed a sense of responsibility that just wasn't there before. I don't know. Like I think when I first came into the game, I was battling just out of the love for it, and then I grew complacent, and I tried to I tried to give myself like reasons to want to do shit, but at the same time, it was like I would still like treat it like I'm just waiting for a train to come. You know what I mean? Like I didn't treat it with the discipline that I ought to have been treating it with. And now I am, and now shit like just looks. I feel unstoppable, but I'm humble enough to know I can be stopped. But I feel invincible.
So, Jay, let me ask you a question because you're the battle rapper. Educate me for a second. When you say you feel invincible, is it more like when you're writing your material now, the ideas and stuff that's the creativity behind your pen and things you want to relay and convey to us as battle rap fans? Is it that, or is it more than that?
Yeah, it's mainly that, the preparation and the fact that like I'm not used to battling this confidently. And a lot of the battles that y'all love from me are battles where I've gone in there still nervous, still scared, still maybe still trying to maybe I was just off camera like before getting on camera, trying to go over my rounds to make sure I had that shit down. And now it's none of that. Now it's just I really want to see what you're gonna do when I hit you with this, because I got a lot.
So So when you got the call for Geechi, were you like, all righty then? What was your initial
Yeah, I was
reaction?
like, are you sure? Man, shout out to Geechi, man. I tweeted about this, man. Like,
Yeah.
I'm very cognizant of the fact that this is a very low reward, high risk situation for him, man. It's like, like, I'm not gonna act like I'm just nobody. Like,
You're like,
I'm
yeah,
I'm
exactly.
big the Nitewing, but at the same time, it's like if you're trying to get like, if you're trying to beat a Cody, there's other people you could battle that are safer. You know what I mean? Like, um, someone like me, like if I kill Gotti, it's not it hurts the trajectory a little bit. You know what I mean? Like,
Absolutely.
yeah, but I think there's other people also that you could die to that it would hurt your trajectory more. So there's that. But I mean, at the same time, Gotti could have easily said no, and it'd be completely justified, and nobody would bat an eye. Like, so the fact that he said yes is like, to me, like it's got to be one of two things. Either like he just think he got this in the bag,
Yeah.
or he wants to battle me enough to where all those other variables don't really matter, and that is something to be admired, especially from a competitor like myself, because I definitely would hope that I still have the love for the sport once if I get to that point. Like Gotti's at a point where only like less than 1% of us are even at as far as
Mhm.
battle rap goes.
Mhm.
So if I was to get to that point, I would hope I still have the love for this shit to be able to say, hey, I want to battle that guy, and I don't care if it makes sense.
Mhm. Well, I think respectfully, I think Gotti's eyes is set on trying to be a 4-time champion of the year. I think that's what's on his mind right now.
Yeah.
And he's battling you, and then December 16th, he's battling Sirius Jones. So he has ample time here. I'm pretty sure his focus has better. Hey, Gotti, I'll say it for you, brother. Your focus better be on Jada Nightwing, my nigga, for real. For real. All right? Don't play yourself, Gotti. I rock with you heavy, though. You know what I mean? So back to your tweet, though. When you put a tweet out there, my brother, that's really indicating to me that, like you said a second ago, that you have some things that you want to talk to the culture about this weekend.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
And I would say it's more to the culture than to Gotti, but it's like I get to use Gotti as like the microphone to speak
Mm.
to the people, and um, I I probably should just preface it by saying, however you interpret it, it was meant to be interpreted in every. It was meant to be.
In every aspect.
Yeah, like
Right.
it was meant to. Every aspect was meant to be considered, and however it makes you feel, you're not wrong for feeling, the way it makes you feel. Like it was all. It's
Premeditated.
yeah, like
Right?
it's meant to make you think. You know what I
Right.
mean? And if what it does is positive, then I'll be happy with that. If it's negative, well, I knew that there was a possibility of that too. You know what I mean? So I can't be mad at that neither. You can't control people's reception to what you do.
Right.
So yeah, like we
Mm.
just out here, running on the hamster wheel.
Mm. In 2022, you had Holmes. I think you had Holmesy, Tink, and Loso, right?
uh,
You had other battles, I think, Sprinkle in there also, right?
yeah, yeah. In that year, Tink, Loso, Holmesy. I think I also battled Big K in that year.
Big K, none also.
Oh, yep, and none, yep.
Right. At Traffic last year. Describe your those battles and describe your 2022 last year for you. How did you feel about your whole year last year?
Man, it had its ups and downs, man.
Mhm.
Like I was definitely, I think entering 2022, I was just coming off a nasty loss to Loso. Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
just that was probably like the hardest body that I had to, that I had to be a part of, and so really that like set me into like a place of like, all right, man, you gotta you gotta pull yourself from the circuit that is just battle this name at this time, and then 2 weeks later battle again, and then 3 weeks, maybe a month, battle again, and like I had to unplug myself from that, and I started trying to like slow down the pace a little bit. So
Mm-hmm.
then I battle. That's when I battled Big K, and I don't know. Big K was like, I think Big K was too heavy of a hitter to take while I was trying to figure shit out. Because he just kicked my ass and went about his business. And then after that, I think Tink is when like I started like kind of connecting some pieces of like, all right, you gotta do shit that you're.
Yep. The Tink battle, he was wild.
Yeah, like you gotta take the battles, only the battles
Mm.
that matter to you. You can't afford to just, you're not that guy anymore that just has that young energy to just be out there for anybody at any given time. You're just, as much as you want to be that guy, you're not that guy anymore. Like you're gonna let your fans down. You're gonna let the people down. They're not gonna like that shit. And it's like, then what you do it for?
Mm.
And so then after Tank, then it was Holmesy. And Holmesy was like, that was one where I thought it was a great battle. It just, you can't control the reception. And none was the same. I felt
Mm.
like the reception of it just kind of got swept under the rug, which I'm fine with. It's like I think I hurt my stock so much at the point to where like the people was just kind of like distrustful. You know what I mean? Like they probably was looking at me like, man, this guy done dropped the ball so much. I had so many hopes for him, and it's like, he can't. I can't be mad at people for feeling like that. You know what I mean? Like I earned that. So um, closing out that year, I felt like, oh, so in that same year, I got a new job. I'm fucking working at Boeing now, working on wings and shit,
Mm.
and that kind of helped me out a lot mentally because like it took my mind off of like focusing on, you know, battle rap and
Right.
put my mind back into like mechanic type shit. And like
Mm.
it challenged me in a way that like was different. So I started like being hyper focused and obsessive with that. And yeah, I told the URL like I need a little bit of time to like just relax off of battle rap for a little bit.
Real quick, I'm going to cut you off right there. Was it hard to say that to them?
Um, nah, I think they were understanding. They kind of, because I think it was an easy sell because you know it's not like I have to point out to them the times that I fucked
Right,
the
right,
record.
right.
Like they're probably like, all right, that's what you need, man. Just they basically just was like, hey, just hit us up when you're ready. And yeah, I thought it would just be like a couple months, but
You
it's a
took some
couple
time off,
months.
sir. You took some time off. Woo.
Hey man, the more I started relaxing, the more I was like, yeah, man, this is great. And then that's when my grandmother sadly passed away, and
Mm.
yeah, I don't know, it just put a lot of things in perspective for me, like the trip to Samoa, and I felt like I can't just waste it. You know what I mean? I can't just quit and that's it. Like, but at the same time, I told myself I'm coming back. I'm coming back with a purpose. I'm not back just to battle per se. Like
Mm.
I'm back to say something every single time. Like I'll give y'all some battle rap shit, but I'm also gonna do what I want. Otherwise, it's like it's not gonna do nothing for me or for y'all. Like
Mm.
it's just going,
Well,
yeah.
well, Jay, let me ask you this. Do you feel in some battles that you've had, it's more like respectfully to your opponent, right? But even if a battle that the culture felt you lost, it was you that kind of like dropped the ball. It really wasn't your opponent that it beat you because preparation on your end or lack of preparation, I should say. And does that get frustrating also being that, yo, my man, you ain't really beat me. You beat me. Yes, you won the battle because of my slip ups. It wasn't. I didn't get to get my material out. If I got my material out, probably have a different conversation.
I think it's circumstantial, man. I feel like there's certain people that beat me simply because I wasn't prepared.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also people who I feel like they might have won regardless.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I think it really depends on like Loso. I feel like there was a point in his third where I felt like, damn, even if I got my shit off, like he might have still at the very least edged me. He was going
Yeah,
crazy.
so was spazzing on Coach.
Yeah, like I think Big
Yeah.
K maybe if I'd if I'd have performed with more energy,
Mm-hmm.
maybe it would have been more debatable. But I still feel like he might have still won. You know what I mean? Like,
Mm-hmm.
um, and then there's battles like that.
Twerk?
Twerk, he fucked up. Nah, Twerk. If Twerk didn't fuck up, yeah, that might have been a 30 piece for the boy, man. Like him fucking up that third round, kind of. Nah, there was a lot of things that saved me with Twerk, man. If that shit was in front of a
That was his
crowd,
first battle back, right, Jay?
yeah, that was his return battle.
Were you nervous at all that you're getting a New Jersey Twerk comeback battle? Were you worried at all?
Man, at first I wasn't, but then the people just kept like planting it in my ear, like, Jay, you're dead. You're gonna die, sir. Say your prayers. Like they just made it. At first I was just like, man, I get to battle, somebody I'm a fan of. And then for the weeks leading up to it, it felt like I was like strapping myself to an electric chair, man.
I'm strapped in, no pun intended. All pun intended. I don't know.
Man.
I mean,
But nah, man, that was definitely one of that's one of the battles that like people say like they became a fan of me from like. So I'm hoping Geechi Gotti is another one of those battles.
Talk to me about your EK battle. A battle that I don't know how you feel about your resume of battles, but I really like you and EK a lot. I don't know if a lot of people feel that way, but as a battle rap fan, I recapping that battle a couple years ago. That was some heavy shit y'all brothers was spitting in there, man.
Man, EK was such an accidental classic, man. I bro, that the reception of me and EK is like just more proof to me that God exists. Like I literally was going into that battle like just not very prepared at all, not mentally, not rounds wise, like just really like like I had a lot of like stress on my mind at that time, and I had just ducked a battle locally at that time. So like my self esteem is just like shot through the floor, like
Right.
all kinds of shit, man. And I like maybe 5 minutes before the battle, I just told myself, "Fuck that, man. You're gonna do what the fuck these people paid you, man. Do what the fuck you're supposed to do. Shut the fuck up. Go do that shit. Shut the fuck up. Go fucking rap." And yeah, the rest is history.
So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. This segue right here, man. You and Madflex. Jay, I'll be lying to you if I saw that coming.
Yeah, man. Prepared for Madflex was so terrifying because the entire everybody that was a fan of me was just like, "Oh, Jay's gonna kick his ass," and I'm just like, "Oh my god, bro,
Madflex is dope.
man!" I'm like, they have no idea how fun. Not only is he great, he might be the best at what he does, man. Like, man, I feel like the people are gonna see, man. Like, he's incredible, and I felt like nobody was aware. So like, he had the surprise factor, like a motherfucker on his side. Like I'm just like Goliath to his David right now, and man, so like I'm like overwriting, but I had prepared for that battle more than I had prepared for any battle, except maybe Twerk. Twerk might be comparable. So when I go into this battle, I didn't rehearse at all. The day of, the day before, I'm just there because I had rehearsed it so much. I just knew. And I thought to myself, like at first, like, damn, I'm more prepared than I've ever been. But then I realized, like, not only are you more prepared, this is how you always should have been prepared, you fucking dumbass. You fucking asshole.
Oh man.
Man.
But Jay, did you see this though? Did you see this happening as Battle of the Night where people are saying, listen, that whole night blackout was dope, man. You and Madflex, Nitty and Ilmac, Real Sick and A1, like those three battles just stand out. You know what I'm saying? Like a sore thumb. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, for real.
I saw it as a possibility at like the highest ideal situation, you know what I mean? But rarely does that occur for me. You know what I mean? So like it was just as shocking to me as it was to everyone else that like it actually happened the way I thought it was gonna happen. I had like I knew what it could have been, but if you'd have told me to put money on that, I never would. Like, so it was a blessing to be a part of, man. Truly.
When are they dropping this battle?
I have an exact date.
Well, you can't. I'm pretty sure you can't. Can you leak that or no? Or you gonna?
I don't. Yeah, I don't think I can.
Yeah. Okay. I don't want to get you. Okay. Would it be soon?
I'll just say it's this month.
Okay, fine. That'll work.
Yeah.
We would take that. Hey, organic. Come on, my brother. Well, how excited were you for your King of the Dot debut, though, brother?
Man, I was super excited, man. It was dope, like to be a part of that history. You know what I mean? Like, I really wanted to be a part of that Past Day event, but yeah, I didn't have a passport at the time, and there was just so many like things I had to learn that I didn't really have much time to learn. You know what I mean? Like how to get one quickly, and this was before my grandmother's passing, so I'm trying to like figure all this out, and then it just got to a certain point where I felt like we were concentrating a little bit too much on me and not enough on the people that actually like are gonna make this event successful. You know what I mean? Like, because I was just a contributing factor. So then that's when I was like, you know what, man, like, let me just be a part of the next one. You know what I mean? Like, and then we figured this out. And then after my grandmother's passing, that's when I really started like, figuring out how the passport situation, because my wife had to get one. And yeah, so with this one, I went into it only worried about crossing the border because I was told like some kind of nightmare stories, like we were getting held up and detained for like hours, like getting questioned randomly.
That happened to Dot recently this year.
Damn, man.
Yeah.
It just like all that in my brain was just like really making this lead up very stressful. But man, when I got to the border, it was pretty easy, man. Like it wasn't like I was there like 5 minutes, passed right through. And yeah, Canada's dope, man. It's a lot like America. I feel like the fast food is like, I don't know, it's not unhealthy enough for me. Like I got some Carl's Jr. and that shit was like, that shit tasted like vegan stuff. Like I ain't like that.
Oh man, Jay,
Canada's dope. The people are dope. Yeah.
Jay, how did you get to doing the trailers, man? Everyone loves when you're in the trailer. We hear your voice on trailers. How many?
Man,
what's your feedback
battle, man? They wanted me to say something in that twerk trailer. I don't know why. I just decided to like say some philosophical shit with a deep voice, and everybody loved that shit. So yeah, like after that, everybody just kept hitting me like, "Hey, bro, can I pay you for this? I just need a voice note for that, and this and that, and this and that." And yeah, man, like it's weird to me. Like people literally pay me just for a voice note. Like God is good, man. God is very good.
All the time. I'm surprised Ilmac and them haven't reached out to you for their cartoons.
He has. I think he's just trying to figure out like what he wants.
Definitely should be on there. You definitely should be on.
He got plans. Ilmac is a very meticulous person, man.
That's
Like,
my guy right there, man. That's my dude right
yeah,
there. Ilmac heavy, man. That's my guy.
Ilmac is one of the most humble people that you'll ever meet.
Right.
And he'll laugh at
Man.
that, bro, when he hears that I said that.
What's your feedback on this? Mike P, right? I interviewed Mike P last night, right? And we talking about Blackout 8. And he was just talking about how the scenery was dope, the vibe was fire, all the battle rappers chilling and everything. You see pictures of Rum Nitty and Ilmac after the battle, eating food and chopping it up. Was the vibe like that for real? Because Mike was saying that the vibe was so dope, the camaraderie with the battle rappers and the fans, and you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. I think what was different about it, because I seen that interview and I didn't finish it, but I seen what Mike was talking about, and yeah, I think what the vibe really was like, it was a lot of people just like wanting to get back to like what the culture's about, man. I could feel it, man. It was like, we tired of the bullshit, man.
Right.
Like the extracurricular shit, that shit is getting annoying, and like we just want to, like, we all came to battle rap for a certain reason, you know what I mean? Some of us came in for community and bars, like, and real raps. Others came to, like, you know represent and shit, and that's, I feel like that's elements of all of that was there, and you had like a very diverse crowd: black, white, Mexican, Asian.
That's
I
always
met
dope. Always dope.
I even met somebody who was like a quarter Samoan or something like that. I'm like, I'll take it. Fuck it. We in this bitch.
I feel you, King. I feel you, brother. I feel you.
I mean, she told me that after I battled, so that might have been a little bit of cat, but shit, I'll take it, man. Whatever.
Oh man. Jay, talk before we wrap it up here. Talk to me about your 2020 UM class, man. You real sick, easy to block captain, Lou Castro, your honor. You know what I mean? Talk about the UM class, man.
Man, I gotta say, these are the most frustrating people to compete against, man. As far as competition goes, man, I swear, all of 2020, 2021, a little bit of 2022 for me personally, it was just like, who's the top dog of the week? Every week, somebody was surpassing us. You had Swamp when he beat Twerk. Now he's the top dog. Then something else would happen. Fonz beat me. Then he's the top dog. And then shit. Oh, Easy beats Cortez. Now he's the top dog. Real Sick beats Chilla Jones. Now he's the top dog. Like, it just back and forth, back and Keep Chaos, 30 Saga. Now he's the top dog, man. Like, it's like, damn it. Can I? And then I beat Twerk and I'm top dog for like 5 seconds because something else happens. And I was like, dog, can I just be king of the hill for a little bit longer, man?
Oh man,
crazy.
Yes, sir. Last question is, sir. A win over Geechi Gotti does what for Jay the Nightwing?
Man, I don't care about winning, man. I really just want to have another classic. That would be dope. You know what I mean? Like that to make the culture, excited, to get them amped up, to let them enjoy the material, enjoy me getting barked on, all that shit, man. Like, if I could just give y'all a moment, I don't care about winning at this point, man. Like,
wow, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Some fans, educate me on that right quick, because some fans will say, well, Jay, yes, battle rap is competitive. It's a competitive sport. You should want to beat your opponent. You know what I mean? If somebody says, you say what to that, sir?
I'd say it's like a veteran sniper that's out hunting. It's not really about killing something. And even if I'm out there with other veteran snipers, I'm out here for the time. I'm not out here to really I don't care if I beat you or not, if I shoot more accurately than you or not. I'm going to do my best to see who comes out on top. But at the same time, it's like, that's not what I'm here for. And that's not my purpose. My purpose isn't to just stack wins and shit. Like it's to make moments for the people, man. I'm here to entertain and possibly change your mind or challenge your thoughts on things. You know what I mean? Challenge what you might believe to be true, or what you might have told yourself is the status quo. Maybe widen your perception. You know what I mean? I feel like that's more along the lines of what my purpose is.
Okay. Well, I mean, sir, respectfully, sir, when you said Geechi, if Geechi can beat these 3 rounds, I have to ask you that question, my brother.
Yeah, because at the same time though, like these rounds is heavy, man. I'm man, you beat that boy ass for a couple for a couple rounds, man.
Listen, I'm here for the dry sense of humor, Jay the Nightwing in this battle. I'm waiting for it.
You getting all of it,
Dry sense
man.
of humor is hilarious.
All of it. It's gonna be great, man. Like I'm proud of these rounds, man. Proud of these rounds. These are some of my favorite material that I've written in a while.
Wow. So how dope is it? Like you said in your tweet, I guess, for you to have a battle of the night with Madflex, and then possibly if we have a battle of the night at Traffic this weekend with Geechi, I'm pretty sure, like you said earlier, that's what you want.
I mean, yeah, but that's just dope for me. Like because I don't think I've done that before. I don't think I've had 2 Battle of the Year contenders back to back. I don't know if I've even had 2 in the same year. Because me and Real Sick, I think, was my first like Battle of the Year contender.
Yeah, what's it was dope, dope battle.
I don't think I had another one of those for that same year. And then me and Twerk for the next year. And I don't think I had another really dope battle after that in the same year. So yeah, just for me, it's like not just in the same year, but back to back. That'd be fire. You know, little reason to pat myself in the back.
My brother Jay, man, I appreciate you taking your time to rock with me, King. For real, brother.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you, man. I gotta remember that, like, you know, it's a good vibe interviewing with you, man.
I appreciate that. Appreciate that.
I know you had to arm wrestle me for a little minute, man. My bad about that.
Yeah, you good, brother. You good. Listen, we definitely. The only thing is this: I wish this battle was for the masses. This whole event was for the masses.
It'd be nice
we gotta wait for the app, and once the app, guess what? You and I would definitely chop it up when the battle drops on the app. All right?
Hell yeah, man. I'm down with that.
Jay, appreciate you, brother.
I appreciate you, my brother. You stay healthy, man.
Always.